my brother them good.
Yes sir, checking in Fantastic Friday. It's another beautiful day to be alive. Not checked in on here for a little while, so here I am with a quick update. You see it? Like I say, Fantastic Friday, another day full of opportunity if we so decide. And every single day I'm getting up and deciding that it is full of opportunity. Opening up that mind space, allowing possibilities to flow through. And that's when the subconscious starts to download, receive, or even if you like, create for us. You know, with our conscious, we can be doing so much. With our conscious mind, with the subconscious, different gravy. So I'm taking some time of silence, taking some time of reflection, taking this step back to allow many more steps forward. And it's been a couple of weeks with a little bit of a slowed down pace of work, etc. I'm away, but I'm still working. But as I say, taking a little time to simply be. Taking time with the family, really enjoying that. And just making the most of every day, straight up. In amongst that, as you can see, I'm getting into training. Very much enjoying it. It's nice just to step out and be in a different environment from time to time. Really enjoying training at these gyms out here. Nice equipment, good vibes. The food out here is good as well. A little pre-workout here. And at the moment, at this very moment, I'm just getting in some footsteps. Got to get in those 10k footsteps for the day. And sometimes it can prove to be a little more challenging to get in the daily steps when you're away from your usual routine. Or sometimes it might prove to be actually easier to get in the steps. Like if you're away and you're walking around a lot and sightseeing and things of that nature, you may find it easier to get in the steps. At the moment, it's probably a little more challenging to get in the steps just because of not having like the routine when you're just at home and you're just perhaps locked into a bit more of a, I do this at this time of the day, I do that at that time of the day. But nevertheless, it's very easy to get in the steps. Simply step outside and walk. Or at a minute, because this morning I didn't get in any steps. I'm just getting in some steps before my weights workout commences. So this isn't cardio, this is just steps. You know, I'm just stepping on the treadmill. It's just daily step count. Simple bits. Cardio I will do separately, and at the moment I've got 30 minutes of cardio per day. Preferred cardio machine is the step machine still, you know, when I have access to that. Elliptical's alright as well, sometimes use that. Yeah man, we got 2 ellipticals there and 2 Stairmasters. Both very good. Yeah man, there's loads of ways to get in cardio. Doesn't have to be one of those. I just like those because they're low impact. 2, can get the heart rate up quite easily. 3, I enjoy them, challenging and accessible for the most part. So yes sir, that's what's up. As I say, really enjoying and really thriving in the current environment. And the good thing with regard to cardio and steps and that is you can just mold it around our daily routines. So make it happen, sort of thing. Like it doesn't have to be at a certain time of day, otherwise you miss the window. You can do it any time. Step in. If you've got like, say 30 minutes cardio to do per day, you can step in, get that done any time of day. My preferred time is like first thing in the morning, but realistically I can't always do that. I can't always be getting in there because I can't always be stepping away from family first thing in the morning. But where the opportunity is there, yes, I'm always getting that in, 100%. But any time of day is fine. And it can be split up as well throughout the day, like if there's not enough time, different time allocations. If you've got 40 minutes, you could do 20 minutes one part of the day and 20 minutes another part of the day. Boom, 40. 20 minutes out of the day. It's really not much. When you think about how much time we sit down, watch TV, or sit down scrolling through the phone, looking online and stuff like that, you know, you can easily burn 20 minutes of time. You can easily burn 20 minutes of time, right, without achieving anything. Like, for the most part, that's going to be true for most people. You know, or alternately, getting up 20 minutes earlier. Yeah, it's not too much of a big ask, you know, and you can get that done. That extra in, or 40 minutes earlier is 40 minutes, whatever. It's kind of like a puzzle, fitting together a puzzle, but it's the lifestyle, fitness lifestyle, not phase, lifestyle. While I'm away, still trying to progress with the weights. Some of the machines that I'm using are different, so they're not necessarily like for like on the weights. Some of the machines might be easier, some of them might be slightly harder, some of the machines might be slightly heavier, or different angles and so forth. So, but I'm still keeping a log of the weights, because I want to be coming in here each and every single time I'm coming in and hitting a weight session. I want to be coming away with something. I don't want to come in here and not take away some sort of a gain, some sort of a win. You know, so this is time out of the day. Yes, I enjoy it, but if I'm coming in, I want something back for my investment. Like, if you invest your money in some stocks and shares, you want something. You want something back on the investment. If you have a business and you invest in staff, you want something back on your investment for those staff. Well, this is your time, which is the most valuable commodity. So if you're investing time into something, whether you're investing time into a hobby or a pursuit or whatnot, it's just wise to be clear on what you want out of it and have the best possible plan to go about that, because the time, that's the most valuable one. When we're investing money and whatnot, yeah, we can get the money back, but the time, that's the one time only sort of thing. You only get this day with these particular settings once. That's the one time thing. So why don't waste it? Straight up, man. So, but if we're just coming into the gym for general fitness and whatnot, then we're not too bothered about being meticulous with progression, and that's a different story. You can just come in, enjoy the time, and stay generally fit and whatnot, and do you know what I mean, go about the business spot on, keeping fit. But if you want to be progressing, building, you know, moving along with things a bit more seriously, then got to take it seriously. Got to have the right plan in place and potentially the right support structure there, you know, to stay fully accountable and really fucking get it done, man. Like, because we don't get the time back. Same with regard to, do you know what I mean, if we're working, are we working on something that's worth our time? You know, working in a worthwhile endeavour? Are we committing our life force energy to something that's actually truly worth our while for the long term? If not, then yeah, it might make sense to continue for the time being, but that long-term view, what are we actually going to be making of our lives? What's the legacy that's left? Yeah. Do we want our families to look to us and be proud of what we, you know, who we are, right? What's it all about? Depends what the meaning that we attribute to life is at the end of it, you know. For me, life is love, energy, progression, spending quality time with loved ones, and being a good member of the community. being of help, being of assistance, creating a legacy, simply being ourselves, being myself, being yourself. Yeah, that is part of the meaning of life for me, is simply being one's authentic self and expressing that through however we want, through creation, through the way that we conduct ourselves, yeah, through our daily action, through how we help others, through how we help ourselves also. So it's on a bit of a deeper one there. Not just talking physical fitness, talking holistically. Yeah. This is what this page is about. This page for me is just expressing myself, but you know, that is 333, mind, body, spirit. Do not neglect one for the other. It's holistic, not just about boom, gym, yeah, this is how you look, or you know, get this physically fit, etc. It's about the whole thing, man. We are souls, so the soul needs to be progressing on the journey, I believe. And then the physical, yeah, if you want to be progressing that, then so be it. For me, that's a keen interest. Bodybuilding, health and fitness, I find that very interesting. Yeah, but that's not everything. That's just a part of the journey. Because as a soul, this is the vessel for this part of the journey. This is the vehicle. The body is the vehicle. The body is the house for this part of the journey. So I want to take care of that, and I want to upgrade that. Just like if you have a house, you want that nice house, right? You want to work to upgrade that. You want nice things. It's the same thing. In my mind, but for others that may not be the case, and completely respect that. Everyone's got different interests, you know. It's not all about that. Many different things: mind, body, soul. Nurturing the soul, that really is top of the ladder. Really is. And the mind, that's a tool. The way I see it, that's a tool. We have a mind. We can use that as a tool to serve us. An excellent servant. Or if we don't take control of the mind, then it can be something that takes control of us. A horrible master, if you will. So yeah, man, mind over matter. You've got to put in work there, put in work on the mind, taking a step back. Sometimes simply just being still in silence to allow thoughts to come to us. If we're too distracted, always watching something, always engaged in something, we don't always have the time to be truly listening to our own thoughts and observing them. There's the seeing what's coming to us from a higher source, from the higher self, if you will. So yeah, man, higher self. The higher self being an expression of ourselves in the 4D, looking down upon us, and in the 3D, and going ahead and helping to guide us on this journey. We can tap in and pay attention to that higher self, or we can ignore it, or just not be tuned in. Why not tune in? Why not tune into the higher self? Voice in the head that's, you know, when you've got certain decisions to make, is guiding. Like, no, I don't think you should do that, you should do this. Boom. And you might get the gut feeling. As they say, it's one of the brains, is the gut. The brain, the gut. And we've also got the heartfelt feelings. So are we fully in tune? Are we just going about distracted in life? Take a step back where required. Have a look at the focus of life. Have a look at the meaning, have a look at the purpose. And when we know the purpose and we're walking and working in line with our purpose, with meaning behind what we're doing it, and we have that plan in place, and we put ourselves in the optimal position to be occupying peace of mind. It's the peace of mind you cannot buy. And a lot of people that amass a great amount of things, and I say this all the time, but I'll say it again, there's many people that amass a great amount of things, a great amount of numbers or materials, but they never find the peace of mind. Never find the peace of mind. Peace of mind has got to be at the forefront. Because if you're not feeling happy, never content, never feeling that peace within, then, seriously missing a trick. And yeah, man, it's not always going to be possible. Life's hard. It's not always going to have a peaceful mind. It's going to get chaotic, but if we can remain as centered as possible, not get thrown off too much during times of adversity, and not get thrown off too much during very, very good times. We can stay somewhat centered, aligned and calm in the face of adversity, as calm as possible, and that's going to be powerful. And as I say, it's not always going to be perfectly calm. It's absolutely not. But if we can remain somewhat unshakable, so something very, very, very good is happening, celebrate. But do we need to get over excited where we're way off center, way off. Celebrate, appreciate, stay somewhat centered, somewhat aligned. And the flip side, if something bad's happening or something bad has happened, of course we're going to be off. But we don't want to allow ourselves to get thrown off disproportionately too far, to the point where we're just, where it just goes too far, or if it goes too far to that point of almost no return, where people are just thrown completely off, sometimes for years. So yeah, man, that's what's up. Encourage you to stepping in line with purpose, remain as centered as possible, help others, operate out of love energy. If you're operating out of hate, envy, jealousy, not going to get too far. All is within, all is generated from within. And make the most of that. Do not disregard. I'm wishing you a highly blessed Friday and weekend up ahead.